Jen, do you want to welcome us back to Drawn Apart for the first time in months?
Sure. Welcome back, everybody, after, since August.
It's been a while, yeah.
I was going to say how many months, but then I realized I couldn't count that fast. 8 months?
Oh, shit. That's almost a baby's
right?
worth.
Yeah. A baby's worth. Yeah. It took me. I said yes, and then I realized that I didn't know what you meant, and then it hit me. And then I got it. So.
Yeah, but we're back, so that's good. We've got a new guest that we've never had before, so that's a good way to kick it off, right?
Yeah. I'm here to ruin your brand.
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't think it's a way to ruin it. But this is Kim, and what are you from, Kim, if you'd like to tell people?
Oh, shit. I shitpost a lot on Twitter, and I also do an anime podcast called Transformation Sequence. So if you want to hear me holler about which anime boys are the best sons, then, yeah, just track me down there.
Yeah. So if you want to hear more of her, that's where you can find her. And I think it's one of my favorite Twitters.
Aw, shit.
We became quick Twitter friends because you're so fucking funny.
Oh, shit, whatever.
So what's today's word, Shannon?
Today's word is snake.
Yeah. And if you're unfamiliar with Drawn Apart or forgot over the last 12 months, we're a show where we draw on a specific subject and then just bullshit with our guest, basically.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so I guess get to go into drawing and whatnot.
All right. I already prepped a sketch because, as you will see, I am extremely slow when doing digital shit. I only started doing it, I think about a year and a half ago, so I'm still kind of learning what the fuck I'm doing.
So congratulations on your podcast being inducted into the Geekly Inc.
Thank you. Right? We blackmailed them until they let us on.
Did you really? How did you do that?
Oh yeah, we got some real big shit on Tim and Jennifer. That's a lie. They're sweet and kind people.
I was gonna have you put them on blast right here.
Nah, it's so funny because I started listening to Geekly Inc. shit a couple years ago, and I never really interacted with anybody on Twitter for a long time. And then I started talking to them, and they're just like, let's be friends. And it was it was crazy because I was just like, oh my God, you guys are so cool. I've sat at my desk for such a long time and wanted to be friends. And now you're talking to me, and you'll discover what a piece of shit I am. Oh no.
It's kind of the way the community is. It's you meet a lot of people that you've been listening to for forever.
Yeah.
Because, I started listening to Drunks and Dragons way back when they started.
Oh, shit.
But I never really interacted with the community because I'm terrible at online stuff.
Yeah.
So I never did Twitter, and I would just I would listen to them, and they would say stuff about rate and review and come visit us, and I'd be like, nah.
Yeah, just let's not.
So it just took me forever. Yeah, it just took me forever to actually get into the community, and then when I did, I'm kind of socially awkward and weird.
Oh,
so I was like, I'm going to alienate fucking everyone. But it didn't seem to happen. And then, I made pretty good friends with people.
It's surprising how fucking chill and nice everybody is. The cynical part of me that got bullied when I was a kid is just this is all just a clever ruse to lure me into a false sense of security. And you're going to dump pig's blood on my head or something.
Were you at the last GeeklyCon?
I was, although I was very afraid of everyone and everything. So I just kind of stuck with the people that I already kind of knew. It was so fucking hot in Kentucky last year, too.
Oh, yeah. The horse races were pretty cool.
That was a lot of fun. I think I got pretty drunk that day.
There were a couple of days I got unproudly drunk. More drunk than I should have gotten.
I've been talking to my husband, Ben, and I'm just listen, you need to stop me before I go too far this year, because I turn into a monster when there's a good time and booze.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Don't we all? Are you looking forward to PDX?
Yes, I'm so excited because I've never been to Portland. My grandma lives out in Medford, Oregon, but I've never been down that way. And so it's actually a place that Ben and I have talked about moving for a very long time. So it's kind of fun to go and just hang out with people. And also it's sort of a scouting mission for us to be is this a place we'd want to live or not?
Right. I actually lived there for a couple of months, and it was I mean, I missed Shannon a lot because we were doing a whole I moved there, then she moves there.
Ah, gotcha.
And the job opportunity I was offered was kind of a sham. So
no.
Yeah, so I got kind of screwed over on that front. But we do plan on moving back out there as soon as we can.
Fuck yeah.
So, I'm really big on community living, and like I have never done it. So if you know want to get a big house and then all live together in a big farm community,
that's pretty dope.
Fucking do it.
I don't hate that one bit.
Every so often I plant in the geekly community's mind that we should all just buy a farm and have like a big podcasting farm.
Oh my God, that's dope as hell. There was I went to school up in like the Boston area, and there's a place that we call the community house, and it was just like a bunch of art students that lived together, and they threw the best parties.
That's awesome. I don't know if Shannon's super down with the communal living idea, but
what? Like what part of it?
I don't know any part of it.
In a house together, or like just in a community?
Yeah, in general.
I'm fine living with other people, but see, the thing is we have a bunch of cats.
Ah, I gotcha.
Motherfuckers love cats.
Yeah.
Right, but then if they also have cats
sometimes don't get along.
Right.
Well, if the house is big enough, I'm talking like, you know, like 4-story farmhouse with
everybody gets a floor.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
That's what I'm saying. But then I talk about it and you're like, I don't know.
I'm just trying to look out for other people, not just myself.
Oh, see, that's the difference. I only look out for myself. I'm real about me.
I'm looking forward to seeing Portland because I haven't been there yet either.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And I'm hoping she falls in love with it as much as I fell in love with it.
You sent me a picture where people had chickens in their front yard. That's all it takes, Alex. That's all it takes. Take out the chickens and put in ducks, and you have won me over.
Oh, little baby ducks! Little baby ducks are the best. The apartment complex I live in, we have geese and ducks every spring, and the geese are pieces of shit. I hate geese. I want to throw them all into the sun. But the little baby ducks are the cutest fucking things I've ever seen.
What's your opinion on geese, Shannon?
I'm not a huge fan of geese either. But I've also never raised geese, so I don't know if that makes a difference. But they tend to be kind of nasty.
Yeah, they're mean little fuckers. And like their little poops are so weird. They look like little green logs. They're nasty, and I step in them all the time.
Oh man, poops. Talking about art, you recently did art for a different podcast, the Good Looks, Bad Books.
Yes!
Yeah.
Which I hear is on your awesome network.
Yeah, we're kind of starting a podcasting network, which is fun.
That's dope as hell.
Yeah. But the art you did for that podcast was fucking stunning.
Like, thank you.
Yeah, because like you've drawn little cartoon people for a lot of people on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
And then you drew that in the same style, but it was like way more polished and finished. I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. I was like, that is so good. I was like... I kept looking at it. I'm like, God damn, I was getting all art jealous.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I
get art jealous.
That's flattery.
And you should. Your art is dope. I like it.
Oh, shit. Thank you. It all comes from drawing way too much Sailor Moon when I was a kid.
So if you don't know about the Good Looks, Bad Books podcast, it's where they talk about books where they just... I don't know. It's hard to explain in a way that doesn't like make people go wide on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I listened to their first episode on the drive to work on Wednesday, I think, either Wednesday or Thursday, and I was just shrieking the entire time because, oh man, the shit that some people write in romance novels is just like, who are you? How did you get to where you are right now? Like, I'm usually not one to kink shame people, but damn, that's some fucked up shit.
Now,
oh man!
See, I haven't listened to it yet, and when Alex was on it and recorded his part, I could hear his side of the conversation. But does it seem like any of the authors are taking themselves seriously? Like I know the story you had to read, but I'm not familiar with what everybody else had to.
Right. I wasn't on their first episode, so I mean, I think they recorded a number of them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, like from my experience, I don't think so. I don't think any of the authors are like, I'm fucking Sylvia Plath, motherfucker. I'm Sylvia Plath with dicks. Like, I don't think that's happening.
Well, it's kind of a shame.
Well, maybe you should be the first one.
Maybe.
Right?
I can't, though. I can't make myself serious about it. That's the thing.
Fair enough. But I mean, you can give it a shot, I think.
Just get real deep in that dick lore.
Yeah. It's dirty. It's like I've heard not safe for work podcasts before, but that is the not safest for work podcast I've ever fucking heard in my entire life.
I'm not easily embarrassed, but I was blushing so fucking hard listening to that Donald Trump one.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, yeah, I've heard some pretty explicit stuff, and I listen to like sex positive people and like sex advice and poly whatevers, and people that talk like pretty frankly about sex, and it's always like, oh, okay, cool. And I didn't think of myself as much of a prude.
Yeah.
But then like they go on for 20 minutes about drippy dicks with wings, and you're like, why? Why is this a thing?
When they were talking about nose fucking, I think I felt my soul literally leave my body and fly away.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
So now you're a big fan of the anime, right?
Oh, just a little bit.
So tell the audience, what is a Japanimation?
Oh, it's basically cartoons from Japan, and instead of just being just for kids, it's pretty much any genre you can think of. There's like action, there's sci-fi, there's horror, there is shit for kids as well, and there's also cartoons for filthy people that want to watch porn.
I was trying to troll you by calling it Japanimation, but you didn't seem to take the bait.
Oh, I don't really care. Like, I'm not that big of a weeb.
Okay, all right. I was just trying to be as obnoxious as possible.
Nah, man. You can call it whatever you want. Just call me. Just call me to talk about anime. I will never leave your home.
I would love to be on your show, but like every anime I suggest on Twitter, like everyone's like, "Oh, haha, what a funny joke," and I was like, I was half serious.
Okay, I will say that I will never review or watch hentai if I can't help it, because like anime was my fucking thing when I was growing up, and so to watch like porn of it is like, I don't know, it's just weird for me because it's just like, oh, my childhood, but they're fucking.
So it's like a weird Rule 34, like.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to go to Rule 34 and see Rugrats because you're like, oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck,
exactly.
Man? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Have you seen? But I mean, there's some anime that kind of toes the line.
Yeah.
Like off the top of my head, Kite, the movie Kite.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's really quite a good movie, and it toes the line where it's like it's a good anime with good story, but there's some like explicit fucking sex scenes where that are like, this is almost out of a hentai.
Yeah.
But it wasn't crafted for the explicit purpose of being pornography. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I feel like that's what makes all the difference. Like, I'm not a huge fan of like ecchi series, which like for those of you who aren't fucking weebs, it's just like shows that have like a lot of fan service. But if it's done well, I don't mind it. Like, I love Food Wars, and that is like borderline porny, but it's funny. So I'm just like, okay, I can handle this. Not that there's anything wrong with getting your dick hard to Japanese cartoons. It's just not my jam. Yeah, okay, because I was watching your other ones, and like all your other guests are like sweet and nice and cool, and I feel like I'm bringing like my dirt goblinness to this. Is it okay if I like use fuck words and stuff?
Oh, please. Okay. You know what's funny? Yeah, I mean, because we'll have like the ones with our close friends that we know, and we're like way more relaxed and, fuck this, fuck that. And then we'll have a guest on, and oftentimes a professional guest, and we're like, we don't know how to talk to you.
I gotcha.
So, if they're the first one, I think, to kind of throw it around, then we feel a little more comfortable. And not that our guests that aren't,
aren't dirt goblins.
Right. That's a good word for it. There's nothing wrong with them, and they've been perfectly lovely. But it's just funny. It's funny trying to adapt to someone that you're not quite sure where their comfort level is.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I will talk about dicks and butts all day. I don't care.
Well, good. Uh-oh.
You still on? My computer crashed.
No, his computer just crashed.
Oh,
you guys keep going. I'll try to get back on again.
Oh, you stupid computer.
Yeah, I'll be on it when I can.
Okay. All right, he's going to try to boot it back up.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching part 1 of our Return to Drawn Apart.
Part 2 will be up tomorrow and part 3 after that. So instead of doing weekly or bi-weekly Drawn Aparts, we're going to be doing one session of Drawn Apart a month and hopefully released near the beginning of the month.
Yeah, so any sessions we do that are broken up into multiple parts, which most of them are.
Almost all of them. Each video will be released one a day until all the parts are released.
Yeah, so like Monday, Tuesday.
Thursday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yep, that.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday.
We love you guys.
Yeah, edit something out of that.
I'm just gonna leave it all in. I'm just gonna leave that whole thing in.
No, boy. That's bad. That's bad and you should feel bad.